Hello, hello, and welcome my Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your Timeless Chakra Read. I am your reader, fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle production since 1998. We just hit 25 years in business at the time of this timeless recording, and this music is part of it. Thank you, Janet Grace. This one's called Cha-Cha Chakra. I love her so much. And it's just Taurus placement. So hi, Janet. Thank you. And I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available if you would like to click the link in the description box. You can preview it for free. It is broken down into chakra chapters. Obviously, this is a chakra reading, and there's a lot of the prayers, principles, and practices that have kept me in business for more than 25 years. I mean, honestly, considering what I've been doing for a living in this lifetime. But that's the Kindle version, the original version, the Fellini Film Fest. It's way more colorful. Well, that's over on Patreon. For some of my subscribers have access to that in their benefit package, I guess that's what they call it. But all of my subscribers across the board get three things in common. Number one, the daily check-ins, my favorite thing on earth. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link so that they can chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical implications, the spiritual implications, a full moon, a new moon, a Sabbath, whatever. I love it every morning. We always end with a prayer, a blessing, a healing, a little something, something to send us on our way. The best way for me to start my day, considering what I do for a living. So if you want to check it out, it's wonderful. You also get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, no matter your level of subscription. And you get an extensive discount, I should say a significant discount on booking private sessions with me since I changed my prices for the 25th anniversary. We'll talk about that at the end of the vid. But just saying, I love Patreon. I highly recommend it to anyone as a viewer, as a creator. It's just the coolest thing ever that I've experienced, at least in a work, career, vocation kind of vibe. So click the link, check it out if you want. Oh, and we have a 7-day trial running right now for the first level seeker. $3 a month, check it out for 7 days for free. And if you want, you know what to do, or in that case, not to do, just keep it going, right? So click the link, come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. You can call me Mal. Hi my bulls, you're adorables. Let's do some explanation for the new Taurians and crosswatchers. This is a good crosswatcher read. To get some explanation, and then we'll get into the divination. Chakras, chances are you know what chakras are on your way here. That's too bit much of a conversation for a reading, at the beginning at least. But I'm using the 8 chakra system as I learned in Anatomy of the Spirit by Carolyn Mace, MYSS PhD. We're going to be using one of her archetype cards for the 8th chakra, the archetypal pattern indicating the healing that needs to be done. We'll get there when we get there. We are doing 10 cards in total for this. 3 Mythic Tarot for the lower 3 chakras. We're building our way up from the root. 4 Daughters of the Moon Tarot, Heart, Third Eye Crown. Like I said, the Caroline Mace archetype deck for the 8th chakra. Then we are going to get you a chakra reading card. Rachel Sharman, Rockpool Publishing, kind of say, start here. Here's a little clue, a little tip, a little hint. And of course, we're going to end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra to bring it all together. It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because I would think your sun would have a different chakric thing going on than your moon or your rising sign, so to speak, right? And just tweak one a little bit. They all come into alignment. So, dive in as you can. And obviously, cross watchers, if there's somebody that you're concerned about or that you love or whatever, to be able to see some energetic dynamics, because you could apply the healing mantra on their behalf in prayer, meditation, whatever, as well as there is an affirmation that comes with the chakra reading card that, as you heal you. Well, that's the thing. That's holographic unity, man. It's like, as all of us heal a little bit, everybody heals a little bit, but, there's some eruptions that have to happen. Sometimes healing ain't pretty, no matter how hard we try. Earth signs. So I think that's enough explanation. Let's get down to the divination. I've am able to do that very easily in what I call the still point. And if you want to follow along, both feet on the floor. If you can, focus on your breath, if you will. And I will do my best to help anybody get into alignment, to shift to a more golden timeline, the alchemy, the language of spiritual alchemy from lead to gold. A more golden timeline that we traverse with our chakras doing what they're supposed to do in a really cool way, the more the whole world shifts into that timeline. Worth it. Please take a nice deep breath. Enough explanation. Let's do this. Still point. I call upon God override. You're absolutely right. I call upon my gods of earth, my gods of the sign of Taurus, and my gods of the powers of the north. Please, beloved gods of fixed earth, 3 cards, face down, root, sacrum, and solar plexus. This feels interesting. For the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, element of earth, obviously, root chakra, tribal relationships, all is one is the sacred truth there. What's going on? Second chakra, one-on-one relationships, money, sex, and power. Honor one another, the sacred truth. Solar plexus, personal power, sacred truth, honor thyself. Let's get the heart, third eye crown on the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Goddess override. Still point. Oh. As I call upon my goddesses of earth, my goddesses of the sign of Taurus, and my goddesses of the powers of the north, please, beloved goddesses of fixed earth. 4 cards, face down. Heart, throat, third eye, crown, chakra, internal world, the internal world. For the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What's going on in the heart chakra? Emotional power. What's going on in the throat chakra? Willpower, choices, decisions, spit, swallow, or chew. What's going on in the third eye? The mental. Love is divine power. Heart chakra, surrender your will to the divine. Throat chakra, third eye chakra, ajna, the servant that unfortunately ends up being the master sometimes, and that's not great. Seek only truth. Mental power for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers. And crown chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus, the spiritual power, the satellite dish, it brings it all down. What's going on? What do they need to be aware of? Woo! Spiritual power for the Tauruses and the crosswatcher in this Timeless Chakra Read. And we're going to get that Carolyn Mace down. This one we will turn over and then work our way back down. So you build from manifestation to inspiration, and then you bring the inspiration down into manifestation or something. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What's the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra? Determining the soul power being alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, suffering to salvation. It's a weird word, but I get it. From perdition to paradise, from dis-ease to ease, from constriction to flow, for this timeless, there we go, Timeless Taurus Chakra Read. The Judge archetype, a wisdom family archetype of the 9 different families. This is about putting a thumb on a scale or not. All right, here we go. Written on the card is the shadow attribute. I call that the lead. The light attribute at the top, I call that the gold. 3 atoms in between the two. Lead is heavier, more toxic, obviously, symbolically. Superman can't even see through it, so there's that. So those atoms cannot be created or destroyed, therefore they have to be released, transformed, healed, as your language should be. So, or you should, as you so choose. The shadow attribute, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So it's like, so you put your thumb on the scale for someone or something, private agenda. How you know it's your shadow? You don't want anybody to know you're doing it, right? The light attribute, balancing justice and compassion. That's very Kabbalistic. If any look it up, you'll see justice and mercy. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. And here we're looking at chakra power. So it's not just all financial power, is it? Right? The power in a conversation, a power dynamic, doing that fairly, wisely, and well, which is only going to benefit your energy field and your healing moving forward. Okay. Crown chakra, spiritual power, meditation, go into the stillness. The crown chakra has no language. Language starts in the third eye. It's the satellite dish. Does the satellite understand does the satellite dish understand what's coming in? No, there's something else that takes those codes and breaks it down into other bits of information. Look at me getting all technical and shit. 7 of blades is 7 of swords. Granted, 7 of swords in the traditional tarot is not that hot. But here we have a woman ice fishing with her puppers. I do woo-woo with the hole in the ice there, holding the spears. Can't move, but you got to listen and you got to feel. So your meditation is about stillness. And the type of meditation, look, mindfulness and the Eastern stuff, it is a practice. And sometimes you stumble into it, and it's great. You're meant to stumble into it. But that word meditation means so many things to so many different people in so many different ways. It's a Latin word, so it was not the word that was being used by Buddha, I'm just going to think, a wild guess. But in that crown chakra, it really is about bringing your focus up to the very, very crown, where there's that, that thread, golden thread. And, I'm a dancer, so ballet. I mean, please, I have decades of ballet training. So, before they come by with the wooden stick. So then in the third eye, this is interesting. 5 of flames, Pele, the volcano. Something's going on in your third eye. It is a 5, a number of change, certainly. But if that is anger, the deadly sin of the third eye is envy, and it can get volcanic. It is something that boils under the surface for a very long time until it explodes. However, that's the lead side of that. The gold side of that is Pele, the volcano. Volcanoes may explode, but they cover the area, yes, with, magma's underground lava at that point when it comes out. I learned to do that. But the volcanic ash is fertilizing the planet. That's why you get it, right? Like the Pacific Islands, why they're so verdant and green and rich and lush. This can be creativity. This can be passion. This can be something other than, Piscarios, right? In the third eye. Well, throat chakra, your first major arcana card, the Lovers. Is it romantic? We'll see. But it's throat chakra, choices, decisions, spit, swallow, or chew. The Lovers card, to me, no matter what the artwork is about a life-changing decision. Not a choice, a decision. So it's the perfect place for it. But what you're shooting for is the most loving, wise, empowered choice or decision. The divine feminine, the divine masculine, in other words, the heart chakra and the third eye working together on that. And in your third eye, you got the 5 of flames, which could, like I said, be to your benefit if you play it right. What's going on in the heart? Another fire card and your first court card. Now, when it's a court card on the inner, it's more about you, really, than anyone else, except maybe in the heart chakra if you're dealing with a Leo. All right, this is Chantiko, the mother of flames, wands. That would be the queen of wands, fixed fire, 5th house Leo placement. Fifth house is creativity and good fortune. It's lovely. I'm Leo rising. I love it, right? So yeah, maybe if there is somebody that you're dealing with here that is a Leo in the outside and they're in your heart, there's some wiggle room. I can feel that for some people, but I don't think that's dominant. I think this is talking about not just courage, right? Otherwise it would have been the strength card. But creative fire, fixed fire, right? That flame of the heart. There is a joy and a love, and it's fixed fire. That's why she's baking, right? You can't have the temperature fluctuate, right? And she's keeping an eye on the kid, too, at the same time, right? So the mother of flame sounds very creative, but is also very fixed and very focused, perhaps a heart's desire. So again, if you have any planets in Leo, I know at this point I think Venus just went into Leo, but that's the time of this recording in a timeless read. So, feel that one out, because like I said, this could be creativity. If this is really in a heart, open, balanced, fair, right? Being fair, the equal distribution of power, right? Balancing justice and compassion. So there's that in there, right? Then this what's going on in your third eye. Maybe there are lots of angry thoughts, but it's not just a choice, it's a decision, and I would think the point of power here is in the crown chakra, to rise above it. Not rise above it, spiritual bypass, don't look at it, run from the shadow. No. Look at how you would offer only destructive criticism, misuse your business, legal, or criminal authority, right? You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. You're Taurus. Yeah, I bet you do know what I mean. Okay, let's go. Solar plexus, let's see, your honor code, your self-esteem. All right, you're getting off with a page of wands here. I don't necessarily dedicate zodiacal signs to pages, because pages don't necessarily mean people. There can be all sorts of things going on. Now, solar plexus, I will say, this is another fire card. You're 3 out of 5 right now, at least in Tarot Town. So we're looking at perhaps an incendiary message, either to or from you. Now, incendiary, again, does not necessarily mean horrible, right? You can, come on, baby, light my fire, Oh, Jim, I miss him. So hot. Oh my goodness. I've spoken to him before on the other side. He's lovely. Page of Wands in the solar plexus definitely means that there are messages coming in, and is that a solar plexus intuition? I guess could be, depending. It's such a general read of what this could be about. But I'm going to say this, it also feels like a message comes in and triggers your solar plexus. Oh, look where I'm sitting. Yeah, let's call that part of the reading, said the Virgo crossing his legs. I mean, I'm practically in a psychic straitjacket here. Relax, kid, relax. The second chakra. Oh, okay. The Hierophant, your second major arcana card, but first on this level. The Hierophant is a staged process, and I don't mean like all the world's a stage. I mean like in stages, right? Nobody becomes a Hierophant overnight. You're born a Hierophant. You have to learn and grow, right? That's why this is often considered a card of formalization, right? Like weddings or formalizing a relationship, giving it, whatever. But this is Chiron, the wounded healer, so I would absolutely check the asteroid Chiron in your chart with all of this, particularly in your one-on-one relationships. Now, it is right next to the Lovers in the third chakra, the way I have it laid out. So this could be a one-on-one relationship decision, perhaps about formalizing something here. As well as there's always a lesson, but the Hierophant really points out that the lesson, and you can't learn a lesson for somebody else. You can learn it for you. You can heal you. But understand, it is usually, and it's not always such a slow process, but it is a gradual one, right? You don't have to do it with a belt sander. That's not good exfoliation. There are other ways, right? Easier ways to clear your skin. And this could be an actual person, although root chakra does tend to be groups as well. The Virgo card of the Knight of Pentacles, the knight that walks. They pick up speed as they go through the other 3 elements. So this is the slow and steady wins the race card. I mean, even more so than Capricorn, because the nights have to carry out, they're mutable, right? All the nights are mutable, making change. And in terms of healing, what I love about this card is there are beehives in the background. They're not made overnight, nor is honey made overnight. And one honeybee makes about a teaspoon of honey in its entire lifespan, right? So that is a group process as well. Now, I will say, being a Virgo, 6th house dynamic is health and occupation, and this is in the root chakra, so you got an earth sign in the earth chakra, essentially. So what are you occupied with in the physical world that might be affecting your health? And how is your health affecting what you occupy yourself with? In other words, just putting it in terms of work, like what I do, everybody puts occupation into that, what I do for a living to make money, and that may very well be part of it. But what are you occupied with when you're not working? Is your occupation, are you in a healing occupation, and are you healing things as a result of you see, there are lots of ways that you can play with that, but you'll get there. You will heal. You will move forward. And by the way, we got a lot of horse energy here with Chiron, the centaur, and Virgo there underneath it, the Knight of Pentacles. All of our tarot are on the table. For some added clarity, as I said, we are going to get a chakra reading card, the voices of the higher selves of all involved, because, come on, we're dealing with other people, places, and things in our lives, and yes, places can be a thing in a chakra as well. It's not always the people, it's the place. All right, here we go, the chakra reading cards. Rachel Sharman. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, still point. Higher selves, alright. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra, and above, what is the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, a clue, the tip, the hint, the starting point, check this out, consider this, chew on this for a bit. For the Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, to help them alchemize the Judge in the 8th with the 7 of Blades in the crown, meditation in the crown, Pele in the 3rd eye, Lovers in the throat, Leo in the heart, Page of Wands, solar plexus, Hierophant, sacrum, and Knight of Wands in the root for this Timeless Chakra Read. Visualization, card number 28. Now, one would think certainly a 3rd eye. Yeah, that looks... Is that ajna, though? I'm good at the Sanskrit names, but the symbols and the sigils, it eludes me sometimes. So there's a lot of them. Please, I can do runes. I used to read runes, like off books, and like translate like The Hobbit and stuff. Yeah. The 80s. We had to actually look shit up. And no one was watching what we were looking up. Ha 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 ha. Where are we? Card number 28. Oh, we're taking a sentimental journey, aren't we? Yeah, this is the 3rd eye. Visualization. Pardon me, unless that's an empathic, something stuck in somebody's craw, and they know what this is. Card number 28, visualization, the 3rd eye chakra. Now remember, you got Pele there, which you said could be very creative, right? It's not all like, I mean, it can be. It can be both. You have attracted this card into your awareness today because this is a creative time of visualization for you. Visualization is a tool for manifesting your desires and dreams, and a powerful way for you to receive visions and messages from the spirit world. Now let's stick a pin in that. Now, cross-watcher, same thing for you, because your higher self had a say in this card. Just saying. When we visualize, we activate the 3rd eye chakra, and yours is currently expanding and awakening. Well, then you are going through the flames and the transformation of Pele. All right. So there is a change. Obviously, that fire clearing the 3rd eye. Got it. When we visualize, we activate the 3rd eye chakra. Yours is currently expanding and awakening. You are encouraged to practice exercises that enhance this process, such as meditation and breath work, which I highly recommend. But I worked with a drama speech teacher back in high school in the 80s again, who said, if you can't, pretend you can. Like with visualization, if you can't visualize, or, you know, just pretend you are. And you're there. It's so cool. It's like such a workaround. I've known that for a very long time, apparently. You are encouraged to practice exercise. Yeah, I just read that part. Where are we? Oh, the color of the third eye chakra is violet. It's indigo, but we'll let it go. It's indigo. I am a Virgo. I know the difference. So you may like to imagine this color streaming into your third eye as it expands and wakens to its full potential. In this opening, you will receive strong visions and deep wisdom. Well, that's certainly going to help educate the choice in that you're chewing on with the lovers in the third chakra while this cooks in your heart. Trust what is coming through for you. You will also deepen your intuition and psychic abilities as the third eye awakens. You are receiving strong signs and messages from your guides, from the spirit world. It is important that you slow down for a moment and go with it. See, meditation in the crown chakra. This makes total sense. Pay more attention to that. You go within. This card could also represent that you are in a phase of creating and being asked to visualize strongly what you would like to manifest in your world. And with the slow and steady wins the race. The Knight of Pentacles is that's you from the outside looking in, then the vision. You need the dream. You need the, no, this is the vision. This is the goal. And when you know you're not imagining the goal, that it's just visualization, is when there is that heart chakra. When it lights up and when it's, and, you know, if it brings tears to your eyes, like, you know what I mean? Pay attention to that. But, you know, there is a step-by-step process with the Hierophant there, and it's slow and steady wins the race. So if you don't have some inkling, some dream, I mean, don't make me go musical theater. I could. I won't. You know, but it is sort of like that, right? You gotta have the vision to kind of pull you through. Tune into your heart and bring forth the ideas and visions that are appearing to assist you on the next phase of your journey. This card can also be a sign that you need to take more notice of the visions in your dreams. Whatever this card means for you, make sure you nurture this powerful process as it brings you an abundance of gifts. At this time, the mantra, my third eye is open and I have profound vision. Pele. I mean, Pele's beautiful. Just don't take her rocks. She doesn't like it, apparently. I wouldn't know. I haven't been in this lifetime. And if I did it in another lifetime, sorry. I don't remember it, though. Last card down. Last card down. The Matt Kahn healing mantra. Very helpful with chakras. I mean, I will say chakras and mantras go hand in hand for a really long time. All different languages, right? They may call them different things, but they're all essentially the same vibe. But to me, different than an affirmation. A mantra is a mantra. Work. Shall we? The Ascended Masters of Healing. Oh, let's. Last card down. This is pretty good. Please take a nice deep breath. Stop. Ascended Masters override. As I call to the beloved Ascended Masters of health and healing, alignment and all of that, beloved Ascended Masters of health and healing, one card in clarity for the Taurus Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers who are watching this video, maybe you drew to this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the Judge in the Eighth, meditation in the crown, Pele in the third eye, Lovers in the throat, Leo in the heart, Page of Wands in the solar plexus. It's delight if you don't, sorry. Hierophant in the sacrum, and Virgo Pentacle in the root in this Timeless Chakra Read. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Surrender is not easy, but that is the alchemical process. Those three atoms in between lead and gold. Will you surrender, Dorothy? Can you tell I'm gay? I don't know. If not, check the batteries in your gaydar. Welcoming surrender, the last card in the deck, which I think is fitting, because this is about your destiny. This is, yeah, we're handed fate, what we cannot change, but how do we change as a result of? Do we take the hero's journey? We do the healing. Do we alchemize the lead, fate, gold, destiny? So this is welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. When surrender is welcomed, You are open to viewing life as the playground of the soul's evolution. In other words, you're identifying as spirit, not body. I know, not easy for earth signs. But that's like Course in Miracles Foundation 101, right? Just saying, Foundation for Inner Peace. But the foundation of the Course itself is like, you are not a body. You are the chi moving through the chakras, all right? Just, we all are, but, don't take it personally. No, just you. You are no longer worrying about what to do or where to go. Instead, you are following the gentle, peaceful flow of inner guidance in surrender. Every personal conflict is handed over to Source so as not to distract from the prime objective of evolving your consciousness with the utmost sincerity, love, and compassion for all. And that sounds like a lovely Taurus. That loyal, that grounded, that fixed. They value you. They know who they value. They value themselves. This is lovely. And with the fair distribution of power. Now, let us not forget the judge archetype. So this is about power. All archetypes are about power. But the flavor of justice and compassion, and there we have, there at the end, with the utmost sincerity, which means you speak the truth, but you don't rip their fucking faces off with it. It's a hard lesson for earth signs, I know, but we're learning. Love and compassion for all, including yourself, right? This mantra is ideal for eliminating resistance, dealing with anger, so maybe there is some anger in that third eye Pele card, and easing an overthinking mind, which really I still see, like if you want to talk leverage, it's the crown chakra here, but getting into the crown chakra, billions of different ways, but there's a highly individualized curriculum for each and every one of us that way. So you got to find your way anyway, but it is about balance, and it is about visualization. So I would say, doing a mantra like this, if you're going through something, I don't see horrible here on the table, by the way, at least not in the physical world, and really Pele's the only one that's tricky, right? Fives always are, because their numbers have changed. But that could also be a transformation that's happening to you mentally there, that's changing the way you see things. And that would make sense if it's all coming down from the crown chakra, the stillness of meditation, fair distribution of power. So, let's put this together in a blessimation, a blessing and a summation, all at the same time. And then we'll talk about, drawing the circle and other cool shit we got going on. Yeah, I'm ready. You ready? Please take a nice deep breath. I love my work. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Taurus collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to bring their chakras together, to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, moving into the gold of balancing justice and compassion in their lives and in their relationships and in their situations, managing a fair distribution of power by going into the stillness and the silence of meditation in the crown. Just like the golden cord pulling you up, just hold it there and breathe, right? How the mind will slow down, because there is a Pele going on. There is a volcano going on there, but that is probably more creative. And yes, there a lot of creativity comes from anger when dealt with in a loving way, and that is their choice, but it is a decision. This ain't coffee, tea, or milk. This is life-changing in some way, and to bring the love into it, to surrender, right? To welcome surrender. Surrender your will to the divine, the sacred truth of the third chakra. I would say that could be leverage, obviously, but with this Leo cardinal fifth house, it could be very pleasurable, very, very warm, but very, very consistent, very, very loyal, very, very creative fifth house energy, which would make sense with the third eye there, and particularly with the Page of Wands and their solar plexus, giving or receiving a message of some kind that may be about inspiration or something that sets things forward in a more creative direction. But second chakra, slow it down, hierophant, stage by stage, processed, formalized, and strong and powerful and healing, particularly as the wounded healer there, if done wisely and well, and with the Virgo card, whether someone else or the Taurians themselves, that they slow and steady win the race, that they keep their eyes on some sort of prize, even if that prize vacillates and changes as the journey goes, slow and steady win the race, so that they can get, There is no problem. There's only destiny being revealed. And I may not see all of it, but I can visualize what it is that I really want, so that they can be the best that they can be. Alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, their perdition to paradise, their poverty to prosperity, their lead to gold, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Yay. Janet Grace, thanks Janet. I love this music. I hear it in my head. I listen to it before I do it, so I get to pick up the vibe of the song before I do the reading. Why not? So if you like the music, let alone if you like the reading, hit the thumbs up. Janet's going to be starting her own music channel sooner or later, and she's using a lot of the stuff that she's making for Drawing the Circle as a foundation for an album. I think it's a great idea. We're going to be collaborating a lot. But aside from that, if you want more of me here on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all that stuff helps other people find the reading. Because on Patreon, we don't have algorithms. So happy about that, you have no idea. It really is true. All of my subscribers, you get everything on the platform that is a benefit to that past, present, and into the future, as long as you're subscribers. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, mystics, immortals, gods, goddesses, all of them get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount on private sessions with me, which we will talk about in a minute. But I will say, since creativity is somewhat featured here, the daily check-ins are wonderful. So even if you want to do the 7-day free trial for Seeker, check out the morning check-ins. They are fun, they are wonderful, and they are just everything that helps me do what I have to do. Part of it, at least. So check it out. Click the link on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel Lyons, Markangela Lyons, at Taurians, and their crosswatchers can call me Mel. I love you, my bulls. You're adorable. And if you want to book me for a private reading, you can go to my website, DrawingTheCircle.com, DrawingTheCircle.com, and click the store. I changed my prices for the 25th anniversary. It's all there. Well, I would say in black and white, but I put some other colors in there because why not? It's my website, not yours. But I made a video booking private sessions with Mel. The link is in the description box, and it explains everything in about 10, maybe 11 minutes. It's fun. I've never turned anyone away because of lack of financial whatevers. Never. I won't do that. That's not who I am. That's not why I'm here. It's nice to get paid, but we can always work something out. So, don't hesitate. Reach out, but click the link. It'll explain everything you need to know about booking sessions with me. Spiritual counseling, the half-hour power is back, folks, and others, readings in person, on Zoom, recorded, unrecorded, and eventually when I get back to hands-on healing work, because I love it. It is an absolute mystical art form that I love, but I don't feel like packing up the massage table and driving it anywhere or renting space. I'm not ready for that. No, I'm good. So do click the link. And, chakra work is chakra work. No one else can do chakra work for you. They can do it with you. They can't do it for you. So this fair distribution of power, there is a dream that you need to kind of pull you forward. And, welcoming surrender is not the easiest thing in the world, but I will say the other option is getting beaten by the side of the road, by the river, pushing you into the rocks, right? It's just let go, let flow, and make the most loving, wisest, most empowered decisions as you can. And reach out if you need help. We're all here to help, darlings. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed. I believe in you. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed be.